everyone, I'm Ipsa Veerasinghe and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, in this video, we will be learning about XY coordinate graphs. This topic is based on maths and I'm pretty sure that you all are going to enjoy it. I am so sorry that I cannot do XY coordinate graphs for all of you on the board because it's really hard to draw the graphs. Instead, I thought of presenting it on my device. So, why don't we get started? In today's video, we are going to be learning the following things based on XY coordinate graphs. Introduction to XY coordinate graphs. How to identify where the dot is placed on the XY coordinate graph. Question based on XY coordinate graph. Introduction to XY coordinate graphs. Look at the following graph. This is an XY coordinate graph. There are two axes on the XY coordinate graph. They are called y-axis and x-axis. The vertical axis is called the y-axis and the horizontal axis is called the x-axis. So we can represent them as a small x and y symbol. Both the x and y-axis have positive and negative numbers. The center number of both the y and x-axis is number 0. Now, let's look into how to identify where the dot is placed on the XY coordinate graph. In front of a dot, you will get the position numbers, but remember, not always. The first number is always the x-axis number and the second number is always the y-axis number. Remember, when writing the position, you need to write like this. Bracket, number from the x-axis, comma, number from the y-axis, bracket. For example, look at this red dot. Its position is bracket, 1 from the x-axis, comma, 2 from the y-axis, and a bracket. Now, let's do a small activity. Plot the dots on the correct position. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my insert and take some shapes and take a circle. Okay, now we'll first start with the red dot since it's a bit simple. Now, if you can see my cursor, wait a minute. Okay. Now can you see my cursor? Okay. X axis and then number 1 from the x-axis, and then we're going to move. We're going to move until we get to number 2 of the y-axis. So we can say this is the position of the red dot. So I will take a shape, circle, and draw my circle. And make it in color red. Okay. Now let's try the orange dot. -4 from the x-axis means here. And 5 from the y-axis means right over here. So it's kind of like a trend graph. You go and then you join with the y-axis. The meeting point of both of them is the position of the orange dot. Okay. I'm going to make this in orange color. Great, it looks like a bit of yellow. Okay, now let's try the yellow dot. The yellow dot says from the x-axis it's -6. Okay, we found -6. It's right over here. And -6 from the y-axis. So -6 from the y-axis means it's over here. So let's join these two. When we join those two, we get a kind of a meeting point, which is right over here. So I'm going to draw my circle right over there. Okay. Great. And now I want you to pause the video and think where the green dot will go. Okay. Here is the answers. And if your answer is correct, congratulations. Right. You might get a question like this. Look at the following graph and fill the position number. Let's start off with the red dot. Okay, so I'm going to get a text box. Now it's the opposite way. We did like this and we have the position numbers. We just need to plot the dots. But this one says you have the position. You need to just plot the position number. It's the opposite. So let's try the red dot. Say number 1 from the x-axis and number 2 from the y-axis. So we can write like this. Red dot, bracket, 1 from the x-axis, comma, 2 from the y-axis, bracket. So I'm going to just make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Isn't that simple, huh? Now let's try the orange dot. -4 from the x-axis and 5 from the y-axis. So we can write as, So we can write like this, bracket, -4 from the x-axis and 5 from the y-axis. Okay. Now let's try the yellow dot. X-axis, -6 from the x-axis and -6 from the y-axis. So we can write as bracket, -6 from the x-axis, comma, -6 from the y-axis. Okay. Now I want you to pause the video and think what's the position number for the green dot. Okay, here are the answers. And if your answer is correct, congratulations. Okay, now it's time for question and answer. What are the two axes in X and Y coordinate graph? Write your answers in the comment section below. Like and subscribe to my channel and I'll see you next time with another video. Bye for now.